Christmas for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And it's the Knicks to start out. Here's Bryant. Releases. Russell with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bryant. Oh, wow.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Bryant. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Embiid. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Now here's Bryant. On the take. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I said before, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Right side, Davis. And he banks in the layup.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Here's Bryant inside. Artest. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Lays it up and banks it in. Bryant's got his third bucket of the night. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. The jump hook. Love grabs the miss. Los Angeles trails by 6. Russell, that's good.
Well, we've seen Davis expand his game. You can see it there with the playmaking.
Now Embiid lets the 3 fly and can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Love. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Davis. Tries again. And Embiid with the block. They retain possession. Russell, that's good.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Bryant, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Payton with a steal. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Outside Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Yep, count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Second team foul.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a few moments to catch up with the head coach for Los Angeles. He said Nikola Jokic is so intelligent. He said, we know the offense is going to run through him. So all we can do is mix up our looks defensively. And then at the other end of the floor, make him work on defense. Try to wear him out a little bit, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That'll put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the line. It goes on Chris Paul. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brett?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and it's going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive. Well, amongst big men in the league, Jokic's vision is what stands out, and I love it when he gets creative. He is willing to throw some tough passes.
And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. New York leading by 4. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Right side, Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
Just out of control. Already 3 fouls for him. He'll likely have to take a seat.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And the growth that Shai has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Bryant, following the score by Los Angeles. Jokic gets the bucket.
Stretching the defense out, you have to stay on Jokic from that range.
Here's Davis. Oh, man, just gets his shot down.
That's spectacular. What a throwdown by AD. He really rocks the rim with that one.
Pass to Bryant. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Outside Love. Got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Knicks out. for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Pass to Porzingis. The Knicks pull it in. On the wing, Bryant. Here he goes. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Embiid. Bryant outside. Pass to Embiid. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes a legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here's Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
In a league of guys who are extremely long, AD still stands out.
Pass to Turner.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for Los Angeles.
Ibaka with a steal. Porzingis in the post.
New York foul. Kobe Bryant. First personal foul. First team foul. In for New York. Number 50.
Right side, Edwards. Poke loose. Fast break, New York. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Jokic. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Into the lineup for New York.
Los Angeles trails by 3.
Chris Paul.
Here's Harper. No points yet. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Pass to Turner. Here's our test. Lets it go from deep. New York again can't hit. Edwards with it. Turner covering. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Turner in the high post. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. Edwards comes with a double team. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Over Iguodala. New York, no good that time either.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Ibaka. From deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Paul. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. Here's Harper. Now Iguodala. No luck on that one.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Edwards with it. And you look at his 33 points a game. A terrific weapon on offense. Outside Porzingis. Shoots over Reed. And that one's good. Porzingis. And Los Angeles leads by 3.
That's some great awareness. The clock's running down. Porzingis with the presence of mind to know just how much time was left and beats the shot clock. Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Edwards. Back to Ibaka. Outside Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Into the lineup for New York, Joel Embiid.
Knicks trail by 3.
Kobe Bryant. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left to the second quarter. Turner for 3. Drops in the 3. Turner's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gotta be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots. Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Bryant, no good. So it's Los Angeles now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Out of bounds, it'll be New York's ball.
Substitution on the court.
And the Knicks with the possession here. Pass to Embiid. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of this one. Ooh, look at Embiid converting it close.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
To the middle. Ooh, poked away. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Turner for 3. He buries it from 3. Turner's got 6 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Turner.
Hey, yeah, Miles Turner
And
got
then
that rebound
Turner
over both
with
of
the
them.
dunk.
Come on, like 2K.
Playing with real urgency. Turner keeps the play alive. That work ethic from him is just fantastic.
Pass to Russell. Embiid with a steal. Here's Bryant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Kobe Bryant. 1 shot.
Free throw no good for Bryant. Here's Cooper. Pass to Davis. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one.
Los Angeles foul. Michael Cooper.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Team foul. Shooting from
And the free throw, no good.
at the line for 1. Substitution for the Knicks. Number 23.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
That's the end of the
Knicks out in front, leading by 5.
Los Angeles.
And we'll return shortly.
5. New York 40.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Davis. Fades and shoots. And it's New York with a rebound. Left side Paul. Embiid from outside. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Lob for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Paul with the ball for New York. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. And he makes it on the layup. He has 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The ball's knocked loose. And now the Knicks on the break. Pass to Embiid. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
They need this. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line. And the first one at the line is good.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Pass to Embiid. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Pass to Russell. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
From deep, Jokic. Cash. Jokic from way out.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And then Russell with the dunk.
Such an improved part of SGA's game. Love his passing skills.
And that one misses. Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, BA. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment, after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
Here's Russell. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Over to the left wing. Now Jokic. He's got 6. Pass to Battier. Here's Bryant. And rejected. And the ball goes goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Los Angeles trails by 11. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. New York with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hayden's shot is good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Here's Cooper. No made baskets yet. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Love. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Bryant. 16 points for him. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Back to Davis. Now Russell. Embiid covers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
Totally in the zone. The ticking clock doesn't disrupt.
Yes, sir!
That's what you
Wow, right there. Wow. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And then Russell with the dunk.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
Three-pointer Embiid. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, A.D. put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Kicks it out to Bryant. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Joel Embiid with the board. Knicks leading by 17. On the wing, Bryant. 18 points for him. And he can't jam it through.
And tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Over to the wing. And hammers it home over the D.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. And so it's the New York Knicks, out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. New York leading by 19. Paul with it. Pass to Battier. Here's our test. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
They set the pick. Outside for Love. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3.
Kevin Love recognizes the space before he caught the ball, so plenty of room to shoot that ball.
To the right side. The open shot. Jokic. And it's New York with another.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. From the high post, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. Knocked loose. Right side Davis. 14 feet away. And it's Battier with a rebound. New York leading by 20. Out to the right wing. Here's Love. He's off on the layup.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Outside for Love. And that falls. Nice assist by Russell. Love's got 6 here in the quarter.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to our test. Now here's Paul. Plenty of space. No good. A bit long that time.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Davis with it. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
NBA so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team, and hope for the best.
Jokic. And it's New York with another.
Jokic's dangerous there. Makes him tough to defend when he's knocking down mid-range shots.
Pass to our test. Back to Jokic. Here's Edwards. And that one is hammered home.
Oh my, Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Knicks making a switch here. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Up top, Bryant. Back to Payton. Bryant, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the baseline. And the basket is good. Bryant's got 20.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
To the left wing. From deep, Jokic. Davis with a rebound. Los Angeles trails by 20. Stolen by Bryant. that one goes in.
Kobe Bryant.
22 points for him. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. These guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Bryant inside. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's Bryant. And the layup is good off the glass. Bryant's got 6 in the quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And they earn win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
Rebound, Anthony Davis. So it's Los Angeles now. 19-point game. The shot by Russell, no good. On the wing, Peyton. Pass to Embiid. Counted from distance.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
And out of bounds, the Knicks will take it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Peyton. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.